Everybody. Today, I want to share with you something that happened to me on Friday. It was a big deal. I got an email from Etsy on Friday morning saying my shop was closed. And it said it was because of suspicious activity, a suspicious login. I have two-factor authentication already turned on. So I knew that did not sound right because if someone was trying to log on and actually had my password, I would have received a text with a special code. So there's no way someone could have logged on. So I got a little curious. And today's shout out goes to Marcy Gardner of Simply Hooked, and she makes the cutest crochet patterns. Super, super cute. Check her out. And Marcy, thanks for watching. So the first thing I did is I went to Etsy to make sure that this was true, right? Was this just a spam email? Not sure. But sure enough, I went to my shop and it said closed. It says you're not selling on Etsy, and if someone needs help with an order, to contact Etsy. Y'all, I sell sewing patterns, right? Sewing patterns, no infringement, no copyright, no trademark, like nothing is wrong with what I sell. And funny enough, the day before, I got an email saying that one listing was pulled and deactivated because it was harmful. It was a tank top sewing pattern. So I knew the bots were doing something. So when I got this email on Friday saying my shop's closed, I knew that something was going on with Etsy, right? Not my shop. And I know this because I have another Etsy shop. I have two other Etsy shops, and I could still log into those. Well, if my shop was shut down for infringement, I would have no access and no Etsy shop at all. So I knew something was just wrong with this one shop, and it had to be an error. So when I got the email, there was a click here to contact Etsy support. So I clicked and I asked, right, hey, my shop was shut down for a suspicious login. Please let me know how to get it back. Well, right after I did that, an automated response, right, came right back and it said, answer all these questions. If I could do it again, and if this happens to you, I want you to, your first support ticket, I want you to answer these questions. That'll save you so much time because it took them about 36 hours to write back. So answer, what is your name? What month and year did you create it? Give them a shipping address. What city and state do you log in? Because they're trying to see if it was a suspicious login. What internet browser do you use? And what kind of phone do you have where you log into your shop? So if I did it again in the first reach out, I would have answered all these questions. So by the time I finally heard back, instead of giving me access to my shop and starting it again, they were like, hey, reset the password and that should work. But I reset the password and it still said my shop was closed for suspicious activity. So now what? So since that did not give me back my account, I wanted to contact Etsy customer service. We all know that that's a problem. We cannot contact Etsy, which is a huge, huge mistake, right? They need to do this for their sellers. But I went and clicked on contact Etsy's customer support. Guess what? You must sign in to contact them. If they close your shop, you cannot sign in. So I wasn't allowed to contact them through the shop. Thankfully, I had another shop and I could start another support ticket that way. You cannot contact Etsy customer support if you cannot log into your shop, if your shop is closed. So what do you do now? And here is where things got scammy. So I wanted to speak to someone, right? So what do? You go Google Etsy customer service number. This is strange. So I found a number, you click it. Y'all, this is my dashboard to my other Etsy account. So it has my picture, everything at the top. Like that looks legitimate. But guess what? This phone number right here is a scam. It's a scam. I called this phone number and the person was like, okay, we're happy to help you get back your shop. You need to go and download AnyDesk. It's an app on your phone, ma'am. Go download this and we can help you. And right there, I'm thinking, why would Etsy want me to download an app on my phone? And I clicked on it and it says this allows the person to see your phone screen. And I'm like, why would you need access to my phone screen? This doesn't make sense. I need to get back into my account. And he's like, ma'am, you called us. We're trying to help you. You need an authentication code. There's a code. Once you download this app, there's a 9-digit code and then we can help you. And red flags were going off all around, right? But in this moment, I'm like, yeah, I need my shop back. I download it and it says, here's the 9-digit code. And it says, when you click this, the person will be able to see your phone. I should have never done that. What was I thinking, right? And all of a sudden, the person had access to my phone. And he's like, no, we do not have access to your phone. How dumb am I? And so then he's like, okay, we just deposited 20 cents into your account. You have to go click on your bank and make sure that the 20 cents is in there before we can reinstate your account. And I'm like, okay, well, what I did is I logged onto my computer and went to my bank. And I'm like, nope, it's not there. There's no 20 cents there. I need access to my Etsy shop. And he's like, no, ma'am, you have to click on your phone. And I was like, why would I click it on my phone? I'm looking at my computer. And he's like, it's only through your phone, ma'am. We have to see that it's there or not there in order to make sure that this is your account. Well, I knew that I had Face ID set up. So I've heard about these scams before where it puts malware on your phone and then it records as you type. So it's going to know your password. I was like, hey, I have Face ID, right? So I clicked login. They did not see my login and my face took it to the screen. And I was like, nope, there's no 20 cents. He's like, okay. Do you have WhatsApp? I'm like, WhatsApp? What are you talking about? And he's like, Venmo. I was like, yes, but Venmo is not even connected to my Etsy shop. And I hung up and he started to like yell. So that's when I knew that was wrong. By now, I think, oh my God, I'm about to lose all of our money. So my husband's not home. I'm texting him. I'm calling him. He won't answer. I'm like, emergency. I think I just lost all of our money in all of our bank accounts. So I called our banker and he was like, call the fraud department. So I called the fraud department. They were so helpful. They were like, hold on, deep breath. Do you have an iPhone or a Samsung? I said, I have an iPhone. They said, okay. You are actually in a better spot than someone with a Samsung. They cannot download the malware. It has antivirus on it. And did you give the person your routing number? I said, no. She goes, you're okay. So we changed my password and we created a verbal password. So that way, if someone was trying to move money, then they would also need that verbal password. So I went into Facebook groups and asked questions. I went to the E-Rank group and someone said, first they said, go to Instagram, go to Twitter, right? So I did that and I tagged Etsy. Interestingly, after I did, I got an email saying, hey, your password was reset, but I wanted more. So a person in the E-Rank group, thank you so much. They said, you need to ask for a manual review. Y'all, that's what I did. So when they reached out, I said, I've already answered all these questions. I would like a manual review. Within 1 minute, the person wrote back and said, this was done in error. Your shop is open again. It was an error. So my shop is open. I already started receiving orders. I got my first order within about 3 minutes of them opening back up my shop. I had orders last night. I've already had orders this morning. So, whew, right? So scary, but here are some tips for you. If your shop gets suspended, start a support ticket and tell them all of those questions. Tell them your full name, your shop name, how long you've been open, where you log in, how you log in, and what city and state you live in, and ask for those 2 magic words, a manual review, because you think your shop was closed in error. I hope this helps. Let me know if it's happened to you. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so I can bring more videos just like this directly to you. Also, comment below and I will feature one shop each week when I do a video, and it might be yours.